Are you awake? Open your eyes. What now? You're feeling anxious. You've been tossing and turning in your bed for a while now. Sleep doesn't seem to be coming. You have a feeling that someone is watching you. Someone may be standing behind the window. There's no one there. How can you be so sure? You need to get up and check the window. It will take but a moment. You'll be back in your bed in no time. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You will not be able to sleep. Nope. There could be someone behind the window. No. I guess I have to do it. Remember to breathe. But don't get caught up in listening to the sound of your breath. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You are safe. Can you see movement through the cracks in the window? Can you see the shadows shifting? There's something or someone out there. Yeah, nope. You can't, okay. Tree branches sway in the wind. You must feel relieved, but in reality, I don't. It's very silent. You came here to find quiet. But you've come to miss the sound of the city. The restless noises coming from the streets, even those that are violent. Yet, they somehow brought you comfort compared to this maddening silence. Here, you thought you could unwind and rediscover yourself. Find what the hell is wrong with you. It is true that in silence you can hear yourself more clearly. It is peaceful. Take all the time you need, but I have to go back to bed, I guess. Wait. Aren't you forgetting something? What do you want? You need to close the window blinds. Leaving them open makes you anxious. You made it back to your bed. You're safe. Nothing bad happened. You can fight it. You have the strength to overcome it. But you need to understand what you're dealing with. Do you think it's all in your head? No. You sense there's something more. A different truth. You're tired. You need sleep. What is happening? I'm like not even paying attention at all. Huh? The passage of time seems different here. The arms of the clock are going back and forth. You find it difficult to experience such irrationality. If there's sense to any of this, it's not visible. I am the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. I hear some Morse code, and I have no idea what that means. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 2. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 8. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 3. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 5. You failed me with your answers. Oh, okay, I see. Six. 3, 5, 1. Okay, 6, 3, 5, 1. Hold on, I need to go grab my pen. It's like on the other side of the room. I totally pressed the wrong button on my Steam Deck. Hold on. Okay. Your answers ring true. So they didn't have to be like completely in order. This interaction represents the beginning of our connection. Acknowledge my existence. Sure. Your dream has come to an end. Okay. Did you find the dream unsettling? Did you believe there was more to it? Sure. You feel something was different in this dream. You felt connected to it. You spoke with great concern. Do you think he tried to tell you something? There could be a pattern or meaning in his words. Put your head to work. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Of course, 15. You keep seeing this number. 15. 15. 15. Will you knock it off? You seem anguished. It is hard for you to fall asleep. You need to check the window again. It will help alleviate your stress. There is no one out there. You don't know that. It is difficult for you to resist the urge. You know you should try harder. You can start tomorrow. You can slip this one time. You're back in your bed in no time. How many times am I gonna check the window? You can't see the trees anymore. You're trying to understand why. Could it be a dense fog hindering the view? You're probably right. Wait. You see the movement in the distance? I can barely see it. Shouldn't the fog hide the shape like it hid the trees? You must find this perplexing. You don't know what you're looking at. I can see them. They're coming closer. It appears as if a shadow is bleeding into the fog surrounding it. It's coming this way. It's slowly growing its presence. The shape is becoming increasingly distinct. It resembles a human. You can't trust your eyes. You're alone here. There's no one here besides you. It's only you and your shadow. Yeah, close the window. Close it. No. Did that really happen? If you reason, you'll realize there is unlikely anyone out there. You must be startled, though. Your heart is racing. Your breathing is shallow. Your legs are growing numb. The cold sweat is about to break your skin. Is about to break as your skin turns pale. Do not let it go that far. Try to calm your breathing. Think of something entirely different. Think of that last movie you saw. Try to remember the lyrics of your favorite song. Good. You're starting to stabilize. You're slowly gaining back your strength. You feel shaken and want to return to your bed. It's the only place you'll feel safe. But first, you must take another look. No. You need more time to gather your breath. You can overcome this. I know there's something out there. I don't want to. Okay. The trees are back. You feel relieved seeing the trees again. You're sure it was only your imagination. It was nothing but a feverish dream. You should return to your bed. Okay. You made it back to your bed safely. You're tired. And craving for sleep. The morning will come, and everything will look brighter and more hopeful. You'll be fine once you get some rest. Time to close your eyes. Yeah. A lighthouse? The sound of the waves has a unique quality to it. Can you hear the unexplainable clarity in its character? Can you hear the waves whispering words? You don't believe their unnatural sound belongs to the sea. The energy passing through the water comes from somewhere unknown. Yet you find the waves calm and peaceful amidst the sad melody. You embrace this beautiful harmony. You are breathing slowly and deeply. Your body and mind are weightless and free from worry. It's rare to achieve such tranquility. You find it difficult to experience both extremes. Your darkness has overshadowed the light for too long. It wasn't always like this. It doesn't always need to be like this. I am the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. Can you bear my silence? It is difficult for me. What is wrong with my silence? Your silence has the wrong pattern. What is wrong with the pattern of my silence? Your silence has 14 dots. How many dots should my silence have? Hold. I'm not sure. One more? I understand. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. I have corrected my silence. Who are you? I am the one who can show you the truth. I can help you look past the veil. I assumed the shape of a shadow. I came to your cabin. I will not let you exist in a lie. My silence is now also yours. Follow this newfound connection. Go to the birdhouse. You'll find something hidden under its detached roof. Really? Another strange dream. The man in a gas mask appears to you again. Does that seem uncanny to you? Yeah. You must be anxious and scared, but also intrigued. You don't know what to believe. You think he spoke convincingly, but it's hard for you to accept that a dream could hold any truth. You consider yourself logical, but don't want to rule anything out. You can sense things you can't hear or see. This spiritual side of you may follow some secret logic. A logic that has yet to be discovered. You're tired of this reoccurring conflict in your head. Be that as it may. You can't stop thinking about what he said. Should you go outside and check the birdhouse? Sure. There's likely nothing hidden inside, but you must verify it to get it out of your head. Then maybe you can finally sleep. It's going to rain soon. Normally, you'd love some rain. The sound of a calming effect on you. But you don't want to get wet. You better get going before it starts raining. Well, come on, kid. You should have worn a coat. Why didn't I? The bitter autumn wind is chilling to the bone. Yet you find it refreshing. There is something purifying and healing about the wind. Perhaps the physical sensation on your skin tricks your mind into focusing solely on it. The wind makes you feel more connected with this world. But then again, what the hell are you doing here? It's the middle of the night. You're standing outside catching a cold because you had a dream. Would a sane person act like this? You don't think it matters, do you? No one is sane. You don't care whether you are of sound mind or not. All you want is to feel better. You want to wake up feeling calm and content. You need to find a way to prevent yourself from falling into negative thoughts. It's going to rain soon. You need to get to the birdhouse. Yep. You're here by the birdhouse. Do you still want to do this? Yep. You're not sure you have a choice. You feel like your hands are tied. Can you see the spot where the ground looks different? The ground is bare of leaves and branches. Someone has been here recently. As you realize this, can you feel your heart beating irregularly? Can you feel the sense of dread creeping in? This fear creates a gap in your psyche you can't control. It's overpowering. Your thoughts and even memories, recoloring and forging them formless. But you must not give in. Try not to lose yourself in your thoughts, not when they are at their darkest. You can feel it coming again. Your breath is turning shallow. Allow your lungs to breathe without you intervening. You must think of something else. Can you remember the color of your friend's eyes? Can you remember their birthday? Good. You feel a sense of relief washing over you. You're safe. You're ready to search the birdhouse. What do you expect to find? Anything? I want to believe there's something in the birdhouse. Would you find it terrifying? Would it turn your dream into something more? There's only one way to find out. You cannot believe it. You discover a box hidden in the birdhouse. You must be terrified. You don't understand what this means. Could the man in a gas mask assume a physical form? You're trying to wrangle this deeply unsettling question, but you struggle to find an explanation. Do you believe it was he who hid the box? I don't know. You believe there's a logical explanation, but you need time to understand what has happened. You find it all so very confusing. Be that as it may, someone placed the box here recently. Can you feel your sense of security fading away? You might not be here alone after all. This frightening thought is starting to grow in you. You must be wondering what's inside the box. You should get back inside first. You're standing at the front of the cabin. Why would you stop here? The front door is ajar. You can't remember if you closed the front door. You left so hurriedly. You didn't even remember to take your coat. Oh, well. Still something to be concerned about. You're distracted and not thinking straight. It would make sense if you also forgot to close the front door. Are you sure? Yet there have been numerous strange occurrences. You don't know what to believe anymore. It all feels so confusing and empty to you. Don't let that numbness devour joy from the things you love. You didn't stop caring. There's something constantly out of sync, like two cogs that never align at the right time. You came here to heal. What did you wish to find? More things to live for, not more things to die for. You want to find something new, or to retrieve something old. You understand what you need. It's only a matter of how. You should get inside and see... Oh, excuse me, what the box holds. Yep. Her t-shirt has two little baby penguins on it. You made it safely back inside. But you're so fixated on the box that everything else around you disappears. The way you hold the box effortlessly indicates its light. You're trying to deduce its content based on its weight. Your thoughts are racing. Violent images are surfacing in your mind. There could be something horrible in the box. Why would you think of the darkest things first? Is it easier for you to dwell on such thoughts? Be that as it may, you should open the box. I'm not sure I want to. I'm scared of what I'll find. Anyone would hesitate in your situation. But you know you can't let this slide. You found something at the location indicated by your dream. You're trying to comprehend it. But you can't come to a logical conclusion with the information you've got. You need to open the box and see what you can learn. Yep. I need to know what's inside. You found a phone inside the box. Upon closer examination, you notice something unsettling. Isn't that your phone? Yes, it is. You must be stupefied. The last thing you expect to find was your phone. You must be aware of how unusual this is. How'd your phone end up in the box? How the hell should I know? Your confusion is warranted. But you could uncover the truth through reason and logic instead. Try to remember the last time you used your phone. I can't seem to remember. Can you recall when you arrived at this cabin? Do we not know? You don't remember coming here, do you? Is this a dream within a dream situation? Now that you reflect on it, you don't know where you are. This place is unfamiliar to you. You don't know how long you've been here. Coming to realize this must be frightening. Is it possible that you were the one to hide the phone? Why would I do that? You came here to seek solitude and get your head straight. Your phone serves as a window to a world filled with violence and hypocrisy. You couldn't look the other way. You need an exit from all that. You may have decided to resist temptation by tucking away your phone. Does that sound like something you'd do? I don't believe it. I mean, we're in the middle of the woods. It must get terrible service out here. Absolutely abysmal. You have difficulty recalling recent events. You're mentally drained. Is that more likely that you hid your phone instead of him? Him who? The night amplifies your thoughts. Everything feels more burdensome and impossible. You need to get some sleep. There could be clarity with the dawn. Yeah, let's go to bed. Do you find it bizarre? What? When you think of something specific, it tends to manifest in one way or another. You may notice these things only when you pay attention to them. You find it somewhat uncanny, but believe there's really nothing else to it. But have you considered there could be something more? A greater truth. Sometimes you feel like you're viewing the world through this thin, transparent veil. You find it hard to believe anything is real. Do you find yourself consumed by compulsive thoughts? Thoughts that you don't share with anyone? Thoughts that cause you anxiety and stress? Sometimes, even happy memories feel boundless and imperfect without a reason. The veil may not exist after all. It may be your mind trying to protect itself from prolonged stress. Maybe you should seek help. You may be right. The longer it takes, the easier it is to procrastinate. You should think about it. Be that as it may, the best thing to do right now is get some rest. The best thing to do right now would be call 911. Huh? You're screaming in the darkness, leaning against the concrete wall, cold wall. You're looking at yourself with the eyes of someone else. Ah! Abrupt flashes of mindless gore. Your body is shaking and writhing without control. You're attempting to avert your gaze, but you can't tear your eyes away from the gray walls and the gray corner and the gray man who feels gray. Ugh. You've seen flashes of a triangular silhouette on the horizon. It is towering on the black water. Waves as it pulses. Brown noise. No, not the brown note. Brown noises as its voice. It is calling you. Not the ominous monolith. Urgency. Disarray. Despair. Shame. Panic. But only briefly. A mere echo of the screams remains. You are furthering away. You are floating to safety. I'm the man in a gas mask. Can I ask you this? Do you believe in my existence? Sure. Will you trust my benevolence? Sure. Will you accept my truth? Sure. If I leave, will you follow? Sure. You have fully accepted my existence. You have been confined for too long. You need to see what's on the other side of the veil. I can show you. My path is concealed within the gallery. My path is concealed within the gallery. Where is the gallery? It looks like you won't be getting any sleep. You can't shake the image of the man in a gas mask from your head. Do you think he is malevolent? He seems that way. You're suspicious of him. You struggle to decide if he exists or not. But could it be he is trying to convey something? He might be trying to help you. You need closure. You need to find clarity amid this dissonance. You're tired of temporarily mending your well-being. You want to find something long-lasting. Isn't that the reason you came here? You must make it through the night. You must go to sleep. Maybe you should listen to the man in a gas mask. He is the only one who can help you. Oh, really? I don't know how. I don't know if I can. You need to take a leap of faith. Maybe there's a clue in what he said? You remember him mentioning a gallery. Could it mean the gallery on your phone? Could be worth a look, sure. It's almost 3 in the morning. A house. You unlock your phone. The gallery is already open. The picture of the cabin you're in, he was taking pictures of the cabin. You must have taken this photo upon your arrival, even though you can't remember doing so, which means you didn't. Swipe left? It's a picture of your friends. You remember the day you took this photo. It was an unusually sunny and warm mid-fall day. You went out to enjoy the sunshine and a few drinks. Later, it started pouring like never before. You were all wet and cold, but happy at the end of the day. It is a memory to treasure for you. You're wondering how your friends are doing. Do you think you have been a good friend? You feel like you have taken your friends for granted. You should call them more frequently. Ask them how they're doing more often. Do not let them fade out of your life. You will need them and their laughter. This dog looks very creepy in pixel. You're still struggling to watch photos of her. She passed away recently. You miss her so much, there are no words to describe it. Do you feel like you let her down? He knew she was old and not well. He did the right thing by letting her go. Deep down, you understand and accept this. There will come a day when grief turns into a fond memory. There are no more... Okay. I was curious what would happen if I swiped right at the beginning. It's a picture of an old mill. You find it somehow familiar. You've seen it near the cabin. Yet you cannot remember taking this picture. A sense of dread is starting to build within you as you realize the order of the photos. You took this picture before your dog passed away. This image is months old. You don't remember when you came here, but you're sure you came here after saying goodbye to your dog. Your head is trying to process this paradox. Have you been here before? Have you already done all this? Are you trapped in some unnatural cycle? Everything has been such a blur to you lately. Be that as it may, can you see something strange in this image? Yes. You find it difficult to discern what you are looking at. Swipe right. Swipe left. I guess we're gonna zoom in, like on the roof. Oh! What do you think you saw? There's someone in the photo. It wasn't you. You must have taken the photo. You must find the current turn of events terrifying. This is a moment when your logic begins to fail you. The great disorder in your head is spiraling out of control. You can feel it physically bounding your head, attempting to break free. There is no way for you to regain control. You've resisted for so long. You can't hold it any longer. You must surrender to chaos. Why would I do that? What do you have to lose? Everything. The things you're holding on to no longer have much value to you. You're starting to cave in. This amorphous mass of anxiety and stress has grown unbearable. It has physically begun to weigh down on your shoulders. The dawn could help alleviate some of your burdens, but you shouldn't shoulder them for the night. You must act before you get crushed under all that weight. What should I do? Find the man in the gas mask. You must confront if he's real. You must cast him away if he's a figment of your imagination. Go to the old mill. Seek him out. But it's raining. Am I gonna take my coat this time? The front door is open yet again. Can you remember if you closed it? I'm not sure if I did. You can't recall the exact moment. You didn't focus on remembering it. You were anxious earlier when you noticed the door was open. Surely you wanted to avoid repeating your mistakes. So how come the door is open? Someone else left it open. You're starting to believe someone is toying with you. Do you think it was the man in a gas mask? Suddenly your thoughts are drawn to a strange feeling. Your right wrist. Does your hand feel numb? Sometimes you feel like there's something more than blood coursing through your veins. These thoughts come to you in urgency. You don't know why. Your thoughts are not related to anything concrete. They are just thoughts. Try not to think about it. Instead, set your mind to the old mill. You're bound to find answers there. I'm not gonna take a coat. Girl, take a coat, please. No coat? Okay. How strange. You feel more at ease now that you're out of the cabin. Previously, it was the other way around. A drizzling rain has replaced the chilly autumn wind. It's still cold outside, but you don't mind. You welcome it. Any physical sensation draws you closer to reality. It guides you in the right direction and allows you to breathe more freely. You can feel the gravel beneath your feet more distinctly. Feeling that provides you comfort. A feeling that reassures you of your existence in this space. You are here. You are alive. If only you could feel such presence and connection more often. You think it's unfair. You're not a bad person. Why are you being tormented like this? You put on a brave face and pretend you're fine. You make sure they don't see how broken you are. But is that strength or quite the opposite? How much of yourself are you willing to keep hidden? Be that as it may, you should get going. This path leads to the old mill. I want to play a game. It's time to escape the grain silo. Okay, sorry. The old mill lies just beyond the ridge. You're almost there. You thought you heard something. It sounded like a branch snapping nearby. Strange feelings come over you as you realize you're not alone. Take a moment to steady your breath. Try to avoid paying too much attention to the sound of your breathing. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You got this? Can you see something moving in the distance? It's coming this way. That is not the man in the gas mask. It is a grizzly bear. What? You must stay very still. Can you feel a surge of adrenaline kicking in? Your heart is thumping in your chest. Fight or flight. But you can't run. It will be suicidal to start running. Girl, You came out to a cabin where there are bears out here? You should retrace your steps. Slowly, back the way you came. But your legs are feeling like jelly. You struggle to move them. You struggle to stand still. The tension has become intolerable. You must get out of this situation. You want to close your eyes and count to 10. Out of sight, out of mind. Live or die. Throw yourself to a chance. Well, it's better than doing nothing. 1, 2, 3. Jumping scare bear. 4, 5. Ooh. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do nothing. You think the bear is still out there? Well, I have to. You're slowly looking at your surroundings, but you can't see the bear anymore. It didn't see you as a threat. You were defenseless, but it meant you no harm. It looks like you're safe. Okay, cool. You have never encountered a grizzly before. You feel both shaken and exhilarated by this encounter. Bears have always been meaningful to you in some way. They periodically appear in your dreams. Do you believe your dreams are trying to tell you something? I think so. You found a pattern in their appearance. Bears may symbolize some significant change in your life. Be that as it may, you should get going. The old mill is waiting for you just over that ridge. Yep, let's go. You're here at the old mill. The night has reached its darkest moment. There's very little light left. You feel the coldness differently when in darkness. You find it more piercing and desperate. You feel it's unforgiving and somehow more final. You no longer welcome it. The drizzle has soaked your clothes. You're tired and cold. And even so, I continue to be bold. The old mill looks deserted. The unpleasant scent of damp, swollen wood fills your nostrils. You're thinking of turning back, aren't you? No. No one would blame you if you did. It looks like there's nothing here. This is such a hard pill for you to swallow for you. Deep down inside, you believe that you would find something here. Your heart skips a beat. The old mill comes alive. You're starting to feel dizzy due to the sudden rush of thoughts and emotions. You stand quietly, trying to steady your breathing and soothe your head. But there's no way to separate and organize your thoughts. They come like flashes. You can grab them briefly before you realize they're gone. How could anyone navigate their way through such... how do you pronounce this? Cacophony. Broken words are spiraling from this chaos into your head. I am waiting for you. You feel shaken and at your limit. You must focus all your remaining energy. He's waiting for you in the old mill. Yep. This game gives you choices. Mostly the choices matter when it comes to puzzles, but everything else not so much. You're standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead to the old mill. You feel hesitant to take these steps. There is no clarity in the storm inside your head. How could philosophy and spirituality shake hands with logic? Where do you draw the line? For all that you know, These could be the first steps to psychosis. Or the last. You wish you could silence the voices in your head, but you can't. They're constantly looking for meaning. They're searching for anything to explain this mad world. For this can't be all that there is. What are you talking about? So here you stand at the foot of your mountain. Are you ready to take these steps? I'm ready. You can no longer rely on logic. The man in the gas mask is waiting for you in the old mill. He may hold an explanation. The moment has come. Step first with the left leg, yep. Fifth step. You can't take stairs without counting the steps. You haven't found a way to ignore the urge, and you're not even sure you want to. The number of steps could hold a deeper meaning. There may be a hidden and recurring pattern waiting to be revealed. That doesn't make much sense, does it? You feel conflicted. But you won't stop counting, not now. Yep, let's keep going. 5, 10. You're nearly there, with just a few steps remaining. This is a hint for a puzzle. You can feel a cold shiver running repetitively over your body because for some reason you thought you came out here without a coat. You're starting to breathe more consistently as the light from the mill grows brighter. It carries a sense of relief. It whispers a promise of warmth. It offers you shelter from this darkness. You're almost at the top. 15 steps if you count the landing, which you always do. 15. You think it's yet another sign or a mere coincidence? Oh, coincidence. Maybe so. But out of all the numbers, it had to be 15. You found the stairs to the old mill mentally draining. Both your body and mind are weary. But you're finally here. The storm is raging, as are your restless thoughts. There's nothing but this old door between you and the man in a gas mask. For the first time, could there be clarity in the chaos? A glimpse of hope? Bro, we gotta get in here. It's rain outside. Ooh. Do not be afraid. I am no longer a mere shadow or a voice in your head. I led you here. I guided your hand with whispers into your ear. I permeated your dreams and thoughts with ink, like ink bleeds into the black water. I was born from silence. I have manifested from the shadows of the gray corner. I am night without a dawn. Morse code, oh no! What do you want from me? You would sense something almost tangible in the darkness. You've come so close, you can almost reach out and touch it. But you still don't know what it is. Yet, you have heard the waves whisper of its existence. Listen closely. These waves are born from the pulse of the triangular pyramid. Yes, the ones you've seen in your dreams. It stands on black water behind the all distorting veil. Your search for something more has finally come to an end. You can find the truth you've been craving for in the three faces of the pyramid. But it lies hidden behind the veil, which you can only perceive in darkness. Therefore, I challenge your logic, and if I had to challenge your logic and reason, I disguise myself in your silence. I wore you out with the endless whispers from the quiet. I filled you with doubt and resentment. I introduced you to the necessary darkness. I will show you the truth that is good and just. The truth that is concealed by the all-distorting veil. You have sensed there's more than meets the eye. You've known it for a long time. You must look past things that are holding you here. I've observed your loved ones from the darkness. What? You bastard. I've stood in the shadow of the Great Corner. I've heard them quietly whisper their prayers. You're causing them heartache. You are a burden to them. What? You... That can't be right. They know the weight of the worries you're carrying. Where were they when you needed them the most? You shouldn't give them another thought. They're nothing but silhouettes distorted by the Great Veil. There's no shame in finding comfort in that. You need to let them go. You must cut ties, any ties you have left with this world. For the Veil's greatest trick was to disguise itself in light. Only then can you plummet into the blackness where the Veil cannot exist. Look at my eyes, for they are like knives. And with my gaze, I will cut through the veil, through the Great Veil. I will show you the way. I will walk you across the black water. I will help you tear down the veil once and for all. First I came to you in your dreams. Now accept me in the flesh. Look at your hands. Okay, what about them? You have poison coursing through your veins. When did that happen? A cancer that stops you from seeing and sensing what is real. It has deceived you with false things to keep you tamed and content. But in the dark, you have sensed its presence. It is difficult to turn away from love, joy, and happiness. It is hard to close your eyes for the last light. But know that this light I speak of is artificial and false. And because of the nature of things, you must bleed. Uh-oh. With my eyes, I will release the poison out of you. Clarity. No pain. No doubt. The cold will turn to warmth. The sense of calm will follow. Let go of the Discord servers. Let go of the worries. I'm just gonna let go of the worries. Leave all the woe to the other side of the veil. Breathe slowly. Listen. Can you hear it? Can you hear the dissonance drowning in the sea? Can you hear it sinking in the beautiful brown noise? Well, let's listen to the brown noise. There is no false light where the water begins. Man, it sure is peaceful out here. Would be a shame if something emerged from the water. Oh. It's the all-seeing eye. Or something like that. Can you hear me? Something is happening. The pyramid has risen from the surface of the black water. It is slowly rotating in the air. Its base is turning into a face, and its face is turning into a base. A new truth has emerged. Is it too late? Please help me. I realize the truth has an ever-shifting nature. Can you hear me? I will repeat myself. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. Please, can you hear me? I will scream into the black water. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. I don't know what becomes of me. Help me. Ooga booga. Hi. Hey there. Thank you for playing Without a Dawn. I hope you enjoyed my little game. I sure did. That's a relief. I liked... If you look closer, the pixelation is actually done by, like, a combination of numbers. It's pretty interesting. Thanks. It took me approximately a year to create this game. I spent lots of time rewriting the dialogue and recreating the art, among other tasks. It feels like I did 5 things for one to stick. That's not a very sustainable way to create games, hee hee. But with this game, I felt I could spend more time refining the smaller details. I always approached this project more as art than a game. It just does feel like an art piece. Creating a thought-provoking and mature tale of the human psyche was tough. I had to constantly put myself in the dark place to bring this work into existence. Yet at the same time, this project was a labor of love. I'm very proud of how it turned out. I want to thank my wife, Jenny, for her continuous support and help. Also, thanks to my kids, Rico and Minja. You're the best. I get the feeling I didn't pronounce those names correctly. Thanks to the local game dev community. Sharing a drink is always a pleasure. And huge thanks to you all for encouraging me through social media. Oh, and before you go, would you consider dropping a review? I'll think about it since you asked. Thank you. That would help so much with the exposure. You can find me at this website. Okay, so things weren't really super animated. Interesting. I know, I kind of like the default number animation. You can also change the color palette if you want. Ooh, I really like 3. Yeah, 3 is my favorite. So that I think this game was pretty linear. Let me just check to be sure. Like, I got 8 out of 10 achievements. Let's see. Global achievements. Resist as long as possible. So there was only like one ending. You know, that's pretty good. I got this for like I got this for pretty cheap on this during the sale. I really liked the weird number pixelate dithering. That was pretty good. And you know what? I'll post this on my YouTube page because why not? I can just highlight it out of the VOD.